chapter I like to call Corn and Taxes. Many years after our camping trip with Papa, my cousin Bob Kleiner told me this amusing story about our grandfather. Now, Papa had become a little senile in his old age. Bob remembered it was early 1960s, when Papa's mental state was really deteriorating further. Uncle Edwin, who was the co-executor of Papa's estate, along with Uncle Winfred, had been trying to explain some financial facts to Papa. But he didn't understand. My uncles felt responsible for all the heirs in this matter. How could they save Papa's estate from being eaten up by taxes when he died? He had saved 50% of his salary for 50 years working at the Pittsburgh Plate Glass Company. One day, Uncle Edwin thought he had the answer. He called my cousins, Bill and Bob, and asked them to meet him at Papa's house. Their mother, my Aunt Ethel, was living with Papa by that time to take care of him. That evening, Bill and Bob went to Papa's, and they saw Uncle Edwin coming down Long Street, carrying a bushel basket full of corn and a blanket. My uncle spread the blanket on the yard, then dumped the corn in the middle of the blanket. He said, "Papa, this corn represents your estate." Then he made 6 small piles of corn, one for each heir. That left the large pile in the middle. Uncle Edwin then explained, "The government will take the big pile as taxes, but if you give each of your heirs a cash gift while you're alive, the government will only take a small tax." He showed this by redistributing the corn to the 6 heirs and leaving only a small pile of corn in the middle of the blanket. When he finished his presentation, Uncle Edwin asked Papa, "What do you think of that?" Papa scratched his head and said, "Well, I'll tell you what. Ethel and I will keep our eyes open, and if we see anyone stealing our corn, we'll just call the police." Uncle Edwin shook his head, picked up his blanket full of corn, stuffed it into the bushel basket, and went home without another word. Papa never changed his mind, and at his death, the government got the biggest